If you ask my mom, she would say definitely Quentin is an outcast, living in his own world. Probably my mom is funny. She would say Quentin believes in unicorns and and he's a very adventurous person that never listen to anybody. That's what my mom would say.
I mean, there are unicorns, come on.
Yeah, fight.
Unicorn!
We get the vibe.
I mean, just because the other people don't see unicorns, it doesn't mean that unicorns doesn't exist, right?
Yeah, before that the music was blowing up, I have this famous writer that do little cut and like a little knot. And he say, actually, rhino are fat unicorn.
That's true.
I love that one.
Not white, but still acceptable, right?
Right, I mean, when you look at it, it makes sense.
So, would you accept yourself even if you are not a unicorn but a rhino?
Oh, I mean, I think that's the essence of our life, is to be okay with what you are.
Yeah.
That's simple. Like, whatever you are. And learn how to be the best of what you are.
Were there any times you didn't accept yourself?
Oh yeah, when I was young, I have to be someone very tough. I needed to survive.
Yeah.
So when you're in a surviving mode, you know,
fight.
Yeah. You do things that you don't want to do, but you do it because otherwise who's gonna provide for you? When my friends say I'm going home, they have people there. When I'm going home, it was no one there. So, you know, you approach life differently. You have to build yourself differently, which today it's a blessing. It has been the best school, and that's why I keep going on the street and I do my vlog on the street, because there is an essence in the street that you would not find anywhere else. The struggle, the hustle. And I get a lot of energy from that because I came from there. Even if at the base rooted, my family used to be very good and wealthy, I renounce and I run away from the wealth of the family, and I say I'm gonna make it on my way, and I never get a penny from my family. So yeah, there is a time I didn't like myself, but it was not I mean, it's always a choice, but the choice that I made at that time, I guess, was the right one, because I am here today.
Yeah.
So I don't regret anything of what I done in my life. Everything is an experience and bring me off where I am today. Yeah. I see it like that now.
And when you approach life in that way, you feel also confident about the future, because everything is possible, right? Because you are there for yourself to make the future the best outcome for yourself. You don't let your past define your future, but you make your future by yourself.
Exactly.
Through hardships. Because hardships are familiar, we come from that kind of childhood, but also at some point we can start to see that it doesn't have to be only hardships. Through love, through trust, and through these life experiences, we can be going to somewhere, right?
Yeah, I mean, again, a place for trust and love. It's a comfortable place.
Yeah.
But that's why it takes time for some people to get there, because when you're again on the hustle and on the surviving mode, there is not much of space to trust anybody.
Yeah.
So you're constantly looking for your back, you're constantly looking around if people doesn't want to trick you, trap you, and then you enter into a crazy cycles and you don't know who else to trust. So first you need to build that, a circle that is trustable.
There are people whom I can trust.
Exactly. That's the thing you need to find. And that's why I keep telling to the young generation to remove yourself from, not totally, have fun. But let's be honest, the nightlife, the party, and those things are quick dopamine.
Yeah.
Which it's not a safe zone. Everyone is hyped with the hormone, with testosterone. The energy is high, some mind use, rushing their feelings, and then you get hurt. But again, it's part of the experience. Whatever it need to be experienced should be. But at a certain point, and at the time that I am in my life right now, I'm looking for security. I'm looking for trust and love, and that's all what I desire. I mean, I'm getting 31. Obviously, I'm moving towards like eventually a family, as we would say in Turkey, inshallah.
Yes. And how how can you put purpose and direction in this sense?
Purpose and direction, well, that's actually two beautiful words that goes along together. I believe that first, obviously, you need to find your purpose, which is very difficult, by the way. I have been looking for my purpose for years, and I have been changing my purpose many times.
It can change.
And don't be afraid to reboot and restart from the bottom, because everything can be learned, and your mind discovers skill that you are excellent at something, but you just never have the courage to try something new. So I always tell, like, don't be afraid to start from zero and change paths, change work, change everything. It's okay. And soon as you find that purpose, it is easy to build a direction. A direction, when you call, for me, direction is like an itinerary. So when you know where you want to go, it's easy to build the direction, the road, and then you can, you know, make the way up there.
But when it comes for the uncertainty, it is something people feel that discomfort.
Yeah, but discomfort is necessary.
Exactly.
Discomfort allows growth. Like, without discomfort, like, you don't grow. If you don't feel, that's what I would say. If you don't feel discomfort, you're not doing the right thing.
Exactly.
You're not doing the right thing. It has to be like uncomfortable sometime. I'm not saying like your day have to be horrible every day, but it must challenge your mind. It might challenge yourself. Without those daily struggle and challenges, like, you're not growing. It means you're in your comfort zone, which for some people it's okay to be. But if it's me, and I know myself, if I don't have those challenges, I am not happy.
And I feel like you really care about serving the society, right?
Oh, yeah.
How can you actually combine the challenging you face when you try to serve to society? And not only one society, many societies in the world, because, you know, you cannot reach many people. So what are the things you care most about serving the others, making a social impact in their lives?
Well, again, I would say by being yourself. There is nothing more beautiful than someone that is himself. So already by doing that, you serve the world. Like, when you go somewhere and, you know, you are just happy and you spread that happiness, you say hi to the people you buy the coffee, you say hi to the people on the street, this is already serving. So I think that's the greatest way of serving people. Be yourself, number one. And second, like, don't be too greedy. You know, like, don't be greedy, and again, give a little more.
Be grateful, whatever you are, right?
Like, of course, being grateful, because
the key factor.
like, especially today, I see that I'm getting a lot. Why?
Yeah.
Because I have been giving a lot.
Yeah.
I have been opening my heart, my soul, myself. I let people know who I am, and I let them know what I do. And obviously, some people are interested, and that creates a community. And now that community believes in me. But now it's my turn to show them that I believe in them, because I don't see what I do as something exceptional. Is it easy? No. No, I hustle, I struggle, I cried, I literally suffered. But it's not impossible. I am no different than you, neither than them or than her. We are exactly the same. We have a core soul, a brain.
We are one.
We are one, exactly. We are the same. But the drive, the desire, do you really want it, or bad do you want it? That is the question.
So I feel like David and Joko might be the persons who can make something like, you know.
Yeah, for example, like, whatever are the methods, like, some people are a bit more, you know, like, hardcore on their speeches. Like, I'm a big fan of David Goggins because it's like his way is extremely hardcore. But again, you have to understand the background, where this guy come from the bottom of America with family problem, violence, you know, like, crazy story. What do you expect out of this guy? He become just a monster, but not against people, against himself. He pushed the limits. He's unleashed and totally recreate a new version of himself.
Every day, from the beginning.
Exactly, and that's why I love the guy.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like they don't feel enough of themselves. Do you think? I mean, it is just my opinion. I don't know what you see. I'm actually curious about it.
I think it's because there is also an addiction that I experienced after a certain while of pushing the limit, constantly going to the edge. It's very addictive because it's a certain way again of getting the attention that we need. It's like you know that you're the only one pushing the limit. So you're rewarding yourself with that. So it's also an addiction. Just you need to be careful to don't hurt yourself. It is good if you can push the boundaries. Like we'd never be in the moon, we would never visit the space, and we'd never travel the old seas. We need brave people, but you need to understand: is it for you or not? It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
Like I know that, and that's again coming to understanding yourself. You need to see, you know, walk your path, try things, try hard sometime, and you see. You might like it, maybe you might not, but that's your experience. That only you can define that.
Yeah. For instance, I really like to swim every day, even in snowing.
Wow, that much?
I really love to go to the ocean.
Wow.
And I swim every morning.
Awesome.
I come to the seashore and I'm like, it will be fucking so cold. It will be freezing. And my mind is like, Yar, what are you doing? Like, are you punishing myself? You know? I'm like, no, Yar, I am training you. I am making my mind trained.
Exactly.
And I am doing it out of compassion and pushing myself to be able to go into the discomfort. It is so hard to go out of the bed in the morning when it was snowing.
Of
but
course.
I do it for myself, not for feeling that dopamine rush or endorphin rush, but I do it for my future children, for my future generation, for the people who will learn from me, who will get inspired by me. I do it not only for myself, but also for them as well.
It's because you realize that by being very exigent and, you know, reliable person, you know that you have an impact on others.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, that's where it came from. You just want to be, again, the best for yourself. And getting in the discomfort is also a reward to ourselves, because when it's finished, how do you feel after the swim?
I done this. Yes.
Here we go. Here we
Yeah.
go. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. Is the after it.
Yeah, after
So
glow.
you need to suffer, because when you accept the suffering, it means you understand that it will not last forever.
Yes.
Like
it is
the rain
temporary.
always goes away. You get the sun. After the flower die, she will reborn. It's a cycle. It's the same with ourselves. We are a cycle. We're going through tough time, but when you go to tough time, it will make you appreciate the very pretty day and the beautiful weather and the joyful moment and the peace that you're gonna create.
Yeah.
So
I mean, human perception is somehow like when we are happy, oh, it will stay there. Ah, we will be happy forever. But it is a key factor to accept that it will be temporary. Just feel the happiness in your cells, like inside of yourself.
of course, everything is temporary anyway. Even
pain.
ourselves, the body,
Yeah.
everything is temporary. Our existence is temporary. Even this planet is temporary. We know that we're having somehow an expired date. So as soon as you understand that, I think it allows you to connect more with the now, the moment, which is the only focus that we should have, connected with the present. And when you realize that, then it makes the yesterday easier and the tomorrow better, I would say. Just focus on today. Have plans, of course, make plans for later, but focus on today.
Yeah.
When you achieve that and you already finished the day with everything that you wanted to make it done, it's already a great achievement, and you should be proud of yourself for that.
In survival mode, people tend to focus on their future, how the future will come to them, how they will make their future by themselves, like fight, flight, or freeze responses, right? So basically, people focus on by metacognition, like thinking about thinking, planning about future. But if we always think about future, we simply miss the moment.
Exactly. And that's what happened to many people that we call do that burnout.
Yeah.
You know, I saw it from some stories, some friends, working so hard, making everything they can toward the goal. When they attain the goal, they've done it. Suddenly they have nothing anymore to hold, and they realize that, hey, what I achieved apart working, nothing. I didn't travel the world, I didn't spend time with friends, I didn't actually spend time with my family, I barely see my wife, I could barely be there for my kids.
I missed a lot.
So I missed a lot for what at the end? To get the title that I wanted? That's why I'm saying to everyone, yes, have goal, but make time. The space that we was talking about. Everything you do need a certain amount of space and time. I don't think dedicating your whole time only to one mission, that will not serve the world.
And it will cause burnout as well.
Burnout, and it will hurt, you will hurt yourself, because when after the time is gone, this is something you can get it back. You can get this back. Time just goes, and sadly, like, it is what it is. So that's one of the fundamental I live my life. I don't want to live with any regret. I want to live fully, and that's why I'm hunting energies and adventure, knowledge. Knowledge is one of my biggest addiction.
An experience.
Experience, of course. I want to learn, I want to learn, I want to get better, I want to get
Grow.
constantly better. I want to be better, because I know if I'm getting better, that's the way I would serve people. That's how I would serve the world. That's how I will, you know, help.
Yeah, I am good right now. I can be better, so I will be. Right?
Yeah.
I am enough in the way I am, right here, right now. But I can be better.
Exactly.
I can grow
Exactly.
all the time.
And that's frustrating for me sometimes when people still choose why wouldn't you grow, you know, like why? Some people doesn't want. But again, you know, acceptance. At the end, everyone born, I believe, with a purpose. And for some people, which is not a critic, I'm not putting people under each other, you know, it's not like it's bad, it's good.
Yeah.
No. But some people doesn't have a big purpose, but
It's okay.
they are happy.
Yeah.
And I also saw that. I saw people even happier than successful, and people already accomplished big things. Those people are still in the mental struggle for the next purpose, the next move, the next what I'm gonna do. While the guy gonna be in his garden, taking care of his salad and carrots, gonna be singing and happy every day, but he's gonna do carrots all his life and potatoes. And
This is his mojo, right?
exactly. So that's why, again, we come back to understanding yourself. This is the biggest advice that will help you in your life, is constantly ask yourself
Who I am.
who I am. Which, it's a simple question, and I'm sure if you put it in the paper, let's say you put a journal, every year you ask yourself that, I'm sure every year you will get a different answer.
Definitely.
Because every year, each experience, each hardship, hustle, painful moment, but joy and happiness make our purpose shift and navigate towards different directions sometime. So that's why you need to very often self-reflect. That's the greatest way. Yeah.
Know yourself, right?
Yeah, know yourself. And again, I think we have been sharing a lot, and times fly, and we have the team already mentioning, guys, it's talking a lot, great mind sharing, it's beautiful. Thank you so much, by the way, for hosting me and for this interview. I'm not having very often those conversations with people, so it's great. You're a beautiful soul with a kind energy, and you've been already doing this work helping people. So I have a lot of admiration towards people that take their purpose and elevate them towards other people. That's beautiful.
I'm honored by your words. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So much. Would you like to say something?
Let me reflect on myself then. I feel grateful, content, and I feel joy and abundance. And thank you for being.
Thank you so
for
much.
being yourself.
Yeah. I try. Thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Guys, I hope you enjoy. It was lovely to have this little interview, question, and dig into little things. Can you tell us quickly, by the way, what is your profession and why we're having this interview to the people?
Yeah, sure. I'm Esra Ali. I'm a psychologist and neuroscientist. I'm here to dig deeper into the consciousness, hosting this beautiful person, beautiful soul here, and I'm so happy to do that and share my values, my wisdom, and all the things I gain from this world impacting our lives.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for being you as well. And again, thank you for the work you're doing. Serving people is a beautiful cause. You have a lot of beautiful people around you, and it's reflecting on your energy today. Thank you again.
Thank you.
See you guys.